Feeding Bristol was set up as a charity to create a fairer food system, one that tackles issues around food poverty, insecurity and inequality.
We want to make sure that everybody has access to good quality nutritious food. We want to develop skills and education that increase knowledge of food and ability to use it. But we also want to develop a local market for production of food.
And by doing so, creates a much stronger, more resilient local food economy, one that actually will provide more job security, create shorter supply chains. That means that in times of crisis, food will be readily available without running dry.
Systemic change is what we're about.
On the one hand, we are excited about calling ourselves the food capital of the UK. But actually, we've got people who are going hungry. We've got children who are going hungry. And that is not acceptable.
We're looking at how people can access food socially, economically and physically. It's key for us to identify where the gaps are. They do exist. What we need is actually make sure nobody falls through those gaps.
We have to collaborate together because we can't do it all on our own. And there's no one organisation that has a silver bullet to cure the problems that we have within our food system. Every organisation within Bristol adds something unique and special to how we tackle the problem.
Feeding Bristol is a great enabler. We're very good at bringing stakeholders together from every part of the city. Anybody who's working in food, we bring them together and we say, okay, let's look at all the challenges. We want to work collaboratively to bring resilience and support, because if we can do this together, we can actually make a difference.
So in terms of the impact of Feeding Bristol, we've brought the city together in a much more collaborative way, from the council through to charities, to communities, the business sector, particularly the food industry. We have brought real support and resilience to the way that we provide schools in the most deprived parts of the city with consistent, sustainable supplies of food for their breakfast clubs. We've introduced new ways of working that run alongside food banks called food clubs. We have created new ways of educating early years children in understanding food and being able to use that to create really good meals and take that home to their parents. Our Healthy Holiday programme for the last 2 years has supported in excess of 7,000 children in the most deprived neighbourhoods. We've also secured funding for the sustainable delivery of those programmes in the order of £300,000.
We wouldn't be able to make this happen unless people volunteered, our communities got involved, money was provided. It all comes together to make a real difference.
A lot of what we're doing at the moment is around looking at how we can drive through systemic change around lobbying and influencing local authorities and other public bodies. So moving away from the food provision, hoping that side of it actually diminishes, because we've actually put some really good work in place where we can get people moving on from needing it.
The real future would be one where Feeding Bristol isn't actually needed. We have got rid of food insecurity across the city, and people have access to food which they can afford and make use of.
Bristol is a unique city in that it has a lot of the ingredients required to make a fairer food system. It's full of people that are willing and excited by the prospect. You've got organisations that are all pushing in the right direction now, and you've got a local council that is helping to curate the right environment that is open to thinking about new and innovative ways and ideas of solving the problem. And we at Feeding Bristol are excited in the role that we can play in bringing all these groups around the table to create a fairer food system for everyone.